everyone, and welcome to another edition of Instant Replay, where I give you my take on the controversial calls of the weekend. I'm Simon Borg. We start with the Friday night game in Kansas City. It's the 25th minute, and Claudio Bieler should have seen red, in my opinion, for a right forearm to the neck of Brandon McDonald when the ball was already long gone. What's interesting here is that referee Armando Villarreal looked to have a view of the whole thing and didn't issue a card. Bieler remained on the field and went on to score the game winner in the dying stages. Now to the Saturday action. No doubt on the RSL PK in the 8th minute of the Rocky Mountain Cup matchup at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Colorado rookie Dylan Powers has his hands all over Kyle Beckerman and prevents him from jumping up for the ball. Stone cold PK. In the 24th minute, defender Shane O'Neill could have cost Colorado another PK. Alvaro Saborio gets the ball by him, and O'Neill clearly plays the man and not the ball. It would have been a soft one, but I would have been fine with a PK call there. But if that was borderline, this one was a surefire PK. 89th minute, and Colorado's Chris Clute was tugging on a whole lot of jersey here as Saborio tries to make a play on the ball. In my opinion, that should have been called by referee Chris Penso. On the Rapids end, Atiba Harris twice wanted RSL left back Kenny Mansali whistled for a PK, once in each half. The most dubious call, at least in real time, looked like the one in the 50th minute, but Mansali nicks the ball away while Harris goes out of his way to make contact. No call is the right call by Penso. In Toronto, TFC right back Darryl Russell may have been the hero with a stunning late equalizer, but he was guilty of 2 hard fouls, both of which could have earned him a red card. Look at this reckless scissors tackle from behind in the 13th minute, which got a little bit of ball and a whole lot of Jackson. He got a yellow for that one. Then in the 66th minute, how does he not get a straight red for this studs-up entry on Dallas midfielder Michel? Referee Ismail Elfat didn't even give a card. But just before Russell's late heroics, there probably should have been a PK for Toronto. In the 86th minute, TFC are chasing the equalizer, and Captain Darren O'Day is hauled down in the box by Andrew Jacobson. Jacobson is not even trying to hide it, but Elfat doesn't whistle. That's a PK for me. The story was less clear in Columbus on Philadelphia's opening goal, but the ref crew got it right. The official scorers were sure Connor Casey didn't get a touch on Amobi Akuko's through ball, and they didn't give him an assist. Although we don't have definitive video evidence, it would be hard to believe that Cruz was in offside position on the pass. Now, had Casey touched it, then it may have been a whole different story. Good eye from junior assistant Mark Cahan. The Nordecke wanted a PK call on Eddie Gavin in the 63rd minute for this challenge by the Union's Jeff Park. But Park gets the ball. Great defensive play and good call by Matthew Forster, who was right there. Forster was again well positioned on another crew PK claim in the 82nd minute, but we don't have a good enough angle. There may have been a bit of a clip from the ground by Park, or Jairo Arrieta may have taken a dive, but the Costa Rican forward is not cautioned on the play. 5 minutes before that, the Crew's Tyson Wall really risked seeing red on this reckless tackle from behind on Philly's Michael Lahoud. He got a yellow for it, but the red card was probably more appropriate. Another player who should have seen red, in my opinion, was Philadelphia's Shanen Williams in the 84th minute. Look at that tackle from behind. As long as there are no red cards issued for plays like these, defenders will continue to push their luck. Camilo was pushing his luck in San Jose on this dive in the 74th minute, even though it looked tempting to call in real time. But look at the replay. San Jose's Dane Gargan gets an arm in front of him, but otherwise there's no contact to warrant that dive. Nice try, Camilo. There was no disguising what looked like a surefire red card in the 86th minute. Nigel Rio Coker could have broken Sam Cronin's leg on this play. Look at how Rio Coker's right foot makes contact with Cronin's leg. That's an ejection to me, and referee Fotis Bazakos was right there and let play continue. There was also the detail of some mass confrontation shortly thereafter. But the controversy was not over in San Jose. Deep into second half stoppage time, and the Quakes wanted a handball called in the box after Mike Facito's shot went off the arm of Tommy Heineman. But that was ball to hand. Heineman was clearly getting up off the ground. Now to Portland. I know there was outrage on the 25th minute blow from Jermain Taylor that knocked Diego Valeri out of the game, but we've seen this over and over the last couple weeks. A player taking a blow to the head from an opponent in better position on a header. That's the case here, and although the foul was called, there was no card for Taylor, which was the right decision. Portland coach Caleb Porter wanted a PK for this charge by Houston goalkeeper Tally Hall in the 40th minute, but this was a 50-50 ball, and Darlington Nagbe doesn't even argue it. The Dynamo had reason to gripe in first half stoppage time when referee Ricardo Salazar gave an advantage in favor of the Portland Timbers. And yet, it was Timbers defender Mikhail Silvestre with the nasty tackle on Houston's Giles Barnes. In fact, Silvestre got a yellow card for the play, and looking back, it looks like Salazar is about to stop the play once the Dynamo lose the ball, which would have been the right decision. But for some reason, he doesn't. One last thing Salazar missed, in my opinion. This 63rd minute challenge by Diego Chara on Houston's Andrew Driver. Look how Chara doesn't even try to make a play for the ball, and instead he leans into Driver to ensure he makes contact. That one deserved at least a yellow, and it left Driver with a bloody nose. Lastly, to Toyota Park, where the Chicago Fire's 24th minute penalty kick was legit. It's awkward by New York's Johnny Steele, but he definitely extends his hand that little bit to deflect the ball. Didn't matter, Chris Rolfe would miss the spot kick. From one Chris to another, senior assistant Chris Strickland flags New York's Thierry Henry for offside in the 65th minute, but the freeze frame seems to show Henry in line with the defenders on the long ball from Dax McCarty. I think the benefit of the doubt should have gone to the attacker there. The benefit of the doubt wasn't given to the Red Bulls forward Peggy Luyindala just a minute later. There seems to be the slightest of contact between Jalil Anibaba and Luyindala, but it's not enough to stop his run. In fact, Luyindala takes a step and then throws himself to the ground. That dive earned him a yellow. That's all we have for this week. See you next time.